I have never played Dungeons and Dragons. That's it. That's the statement. That's where we're starting off here. I used to spend my time playing games like Call of Duty, World of Warcraft, Counter-Strike, the occasional not safe for work rogue RPG. So when I heard how much critical acclaim Baldur's Gate 3 was receiving, I thought to myself, you know, this is not the typical rage-inducing multiplayer game where teenagers yell racial slurs at you. Am I really gonna enjoy it? For my sanity, I hope so. This is a banger. Enjoy. The game starts off with us being captured by the most daddy-looking tentacle monster known to man. He wants to use our brain as an incubation center. Unfortunately, that means no insemination is needed, which is obviously kind of a letdown. After he's done impregnating our right eye, it's finally time to create our character. Take me.
Boom, bam, bop, bada bop, pow.
Very nice.
Smash.
You need a guardian.
Nope.
Head.
Ka-ching! That's one Ryder Reed looking at.
Yes, you've come to save us from this place.
After somehow abusing a brain into being our temporary companion, we stumble upon the actual first companion, Lazel, who has a slight attitude problem, and unfortunately for her, I'm the kind of person to hold a grudge, so we'll see how long she lasts. Skip.
Connect the nerves of the transponder.
You're not the boss of me!
The Helm's alien transponder. You've made it in time.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
Oh my god.
Mind my step.
This is a sign for sure.
We might have escaped, but we still have these little monsters in our heads. We need each other, and we both know what's at stake. Can't think of better company. One thing, just before we go. I wanted to thank you again for freeing me. It would have been all too easy for you to run right past my pod, but you didn't. I'll remember that. Lead the way.
A chest! Yes! What do you want? Right here we meet Asterion, one of the most obnoxious companions in the game. He tries to backstab us, so we headbutt this skin cancer magnet and send him straight to our camp, so we at least don't miss any of his story points.
You could end its life here and now.
Okie dokie.
After curb stomping the Mind Flayer's skull, we find and reluctantly save Lazel. Following that, we run into the wizard Gale, who also joins the party.
I'm in danger.
Readable.
Aiyah! Of course.
I'm gonna kill myself! That's what you get, fam. Push you. No. Wait. Yeah, blood. Whose end you coming to now, fam?
After killing the rest of the looters, we continue through the ruins, making sure not to miss any loot. We enter the final room of the crypt where a surprise is waiting for us. Fortunately for us, we conceive an absolute masterpiece of a plan to deal with the ambush. So obviously we won the fight, and we go back to the sarcophagus to receive our well-earned loot when this random skeleton starts crawling out of it, asking us philosophical questions. This bald guy's name is Withers, and he joins us as a camp follower. He can resurrect fallen allies if they die, and he also lets us reset our spec if we so desire.
Open the bloody gate!
Nobody gets in! Zevlor's orders!
That pack of goblins will be on us any second!
Yeah, you suck. Yeah, you just fucking suck.
Damnable roach!
I'm just a small
Provoke the
little
blade.
goblin.
This guy. So we decide to help out the weakling idiots who have led goblins back to their base. The fight in itself proves to be relatively easy, since we have a lot of allies we can use as bait. That being the case, we use absolutely zero of our spell resources, which unfortunately doesn't reward us with some extra loot. After the fight we decide to follow them through the gate, hoping to be rewarded handsomely. We enter the Emerald Grove hoping to find a healer to remove the mind parasite from our brains, though the first thing we do is squash the little man-child battle between the Betacock Eridan and Sevla, the latter being the leader of the refugees. Sevla tells us that the current leader of the druids, Karga, is performing the Rite of Thorns to shut off the Emerald Grove from the outside world. He asks us to try to persuade her into at least delaying it so all the refugees can have better time to prepare, which we agree to do. After that, it's time to level everyone up. We take Assassin on ourselves because I want to try something a bit original with our build that not a lot of people would do. Shadowheart and Gale gets a few new spells that we change almost all of a little while later, and Lae'zel becomes a champion since it only requires a single mouse click.
Sorry, but there's no room for me.
Are you sure about that?
See you, chump.
Are you harsh, cold, feverish? Auntie Ethel will sort you out. I've lotions and potions galore.
What a sweet old lady did.
Say hello to my little friend!
You have good timing. Never been much of a fighter, so wrestling a bugbear would have gone poorly. But you're not here for heroics, are you? Avernus's stench is all over your skin.
Don't disrespect me.
The telescope points to the left.
On our way to meet Karga, we run into an argument between the druids and the tiefling Chimera, who accuses the druids of taking her daughter hostage. As we save the grove from goblins, we allowed entrance to go meet Karga. We found her arguing with another druid Raph over whether or not it's okay to murder children because of their race. We managed to persuade Karga into letting Arabella free. She then tells us she has taken on the role of first druid in Halsin's absence, and she doesn't intend to let the opportunity go to waste, as she plans to become dictator of the druids. After all that, Gale suddenly tells us he has an addiction where he basically needs to sniff the magic out of magical items. Hearing that makes him the next party member to be replaced. Then we finally go talk to the healer Nettie, who despite her best efforts can't help us with the parasites. She tells us to find and rescue the real first druid Halsin, who most likely has been captured by goblins. He is apparently an expert on the mind parasites, and is likely our biggest chance to get some answers.
Still, there's quite a bit more to them than most accounts allow. I, for one,
intend to get to the bottom of it. I'm just preparing to head to their camp as we speak, in fact. If you'll excuse me, I ought not to dawdle.
1000% he is captured at the Goblin Camp.
Speak. The bird knows. She needs to know. You do not.
That's what you get, Karen. Have some respect. Okay, as this first episode is coming to an end, I wanted to reiterate what our goals are for next episode. Number 1, we have to find Halsin at the Goblin Camp and get his help with our mind parasites. This is our main objective for next time. Number 2, we have to help Will find Karlach, the demon he has been chasing ever since the Blood Wars. And number 3, this one is non-negotiable. We have to get as much loot and as many coins as possible, as this is our overall objective in the game. So thank you guys so much for watching until the end. Make sure to subscribe to not miss the next episode. See you guys next time.